out. And again, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down into the water. Dive, 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 dive. Inhale and roll up, filling your body with positive energy. Then exhale all the tension. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. We're going to hold here. Now, if this is uncomfortable, where your feet are a little apart, you can take them a little more apart so you can have your body sit between your knees. That's better. I want to shift weight to the right foot, to the left foot, rocking back and forth, waking up the stabilizer muscles in your hips. Pull your abs away from your thighs. And right and left. One more, please. Right and left. We're going to go back to profile. We're going to take the hips and press them back right and left, stretching out the sides of the body, and right and left. If this is too hard for you, you can put your hands on your knees, or you can use a yoga block and make your false floor, right? And right and left. Come center. Hands go on your knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time, engaging your abdominals. Picking up your shoulders, taking them back and down. Go ahead and inhale up. Exhale, take your shoulder blades down into your back. Keep your ribs pulled in so we're not bowed. We want to keep this pulled in. I'm going to move back to you. Take a breath. Exhale, over. Inhale up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale up. And exhale, over. We're just warming the body up nice and easy. Inhale up. Exhale, over. Inhale up. We're going to exhale over and hold. We want to pretend there's a high bar that we're trying to jump up and over. So we're actually pushing that left armpit towards the ceiling to lengthen out the left side a little bit more. Inhale up. And exhale over. And again, now we put the high bar underneath the left armpit. And again, we're pressing up to go up and over the bar. Feel the stretch on the right side. Inhale up. Exhale, let your arms release. Palms are towards the ceiling, all the way down. Nice. Back to the front. I'm going to grab the yoga blocks and bring them up front with me. If you don't have a yoga block, a towel, a book, a blanket folded up will work just as well. Make sure you feel comfortable in your practice and take your time. If I'm going too fast, it's okay to slow down and not go with the video. All right, so inhale up. Exhale. So again, if this is what you have, great. You can take it down, or you can go to the floor. So right now my spine is really, really rounded, and I really don't want it rounded. I want it to be flat. Pull your abdominals away from your thighs. Shoulders are back and down. We're just going to hang out here. I want to rock from my toes to my heels, to my toes, to my heels. You're going to feel some wonderful sensations in the back of your legs. I'm trying not to utilize the blocks too much. I want to find my core balance. We're just teetering from front to back. Come midfoot. We're going to slide your right leg back, making sure that knee is over the heel. And again, use your yoga block. If you need one, two, stack, whatever you need. Left hand goes on your knee. So I'm just hanging out here. I'm trying to send energy through the bottom of my right heel towards the floor. What I don't want to happen is that heel being here, because look, it kicked my butt up, right? But if we slide down, it keeps us lower, and we get that extension we're looking for that right hip flexor and quad. Left hand goes on your knee. Take your left shoulder towards the ceiling. As you can see, I'm rotating in my shoulder girdle. My right shoulder is now pressing towards my left knee, and I'm trying to take my chest away from my left thigh. Now, if you need the support, keep your hand here, but if you can take that arm straight up, wonderful. And you're going to feel the outside of your thigh into your hip. And we're just going to breathe through this for just a minute. Try and relax that left hip. And bring it down nice and easy. Go to your forearm on your knee first. Get your bearings. And again, if you need to slide that block in and spring load that leg, whatever it needs to happen. We're going to stand forward fold. I'm adjusting my feet. And again, you notice my knees are soft. I'm very rounded right now, allowing my back to fully stretch. And again, go to that flat back. So it really feels like my tush is sticking out and I'm engaging my shoulder blades into my back. And you notice when I did that, I can't touch the blocks anymore. So I'm going to take them up just a notch. Because we're all different. We all have different flexibility, all that good stuff. I'm concentrating on keeping my big toes pressing into the floor because it's real easy to roll to the outside of our feet. Pull your navel up and in. We're going to slide the left leg back this time. And again, pay attention to this front knee, that it doesn't travel anywhere. It's all in the back leg. So right now I'm pretty high. I can wiggle and drop and take that foot back even more, right? So we want to have this nice stretched out feeling in our legs. Again, my right big toe is pressing the floor. I'm keeping my leg in alignment, knee over heel, all that good fun stuff. My inner thighs are active. Pulling my navel away from my legs or the floor, whatever you'd like to call it, all right? And again, I have my right hand on my right knee. My left hand is on the block for right now, and I lock my shoulder in. I'm taking my right shoulder to the ceiling, right? And you can see me drop into my hips a little more, and now I'm going to take that right hand to the ceiling. This right hand gets really weird, actually the top hand, because it wants to do all kinds of flagging and reaching. I want to look up the ceiling and I want to reach straight up. Find your core balance. Push your right big toe into the floor. Keep your inner thighs engaged. And bring that right elbow back to your right knee. Stabilize first. Get your bearings. Come down. And we're going to slide the left leg in. That left leg didn't want to come in. Roll up nice and easy. And again, we're not in a hurry. Allow your hips to wake up and stretch out a little more. So we're going back to those side bends. So again, nice and tall. Lift, take a breath. Exhale to your right. Inhale up. And exhale to the left. And again, the high bar concept, right? Inhale up. And exhale over. Inhale up. And exhale over. Releasing all negative energy. Inhale up. Exhale over and hold. Now concentrate, lift through that left side, please. Go into your memory. Find a very peaceful memory. Inhale up. Exhale over. Pushing the right side high. Embracing that memory as you do your yoga practice. Lighten your mood. Be at peace with yourself and everyone around you. Inhale up. Give me a big swan dive all the way down. Bend the knees all the way down, all the way down. Dive into the water. Relax your back for one moment. And roll up nice and easy. Excellent. So I'm going to grab a rolled up yoga mat. You can use a blanket. We're going to do some kneeling lunges, stretches. I want to keep working into the hip flexors and the quads today. And the main reason why is we're not doing anything except for being quarantined to the house, right? We're going to be doing a lot of sitting. These are going to get tight and they're not going to be happy. We need to make them happy. So doing the rotating low lunge is a great way to start. So again, we have the blocks here if we need them. The mat is for my knee, my prosthetic knee, folks. It goes more on your shin versus your knee. All right, so here we go. Go ahead and take your right foot over the mat. Now I'm just gonna wiggle my right foot until I find a stretch, right? Breathe in. Exhale, swan dive. I'm going to the blocks. I'm going to place my right knee, whoops, I'm too far back, like this. See, we all make mistakes, right? On the mat. Now I'm going to adjust it just a little bit because I want to find my comfort, right? I want to find my stretch. Because it doesn't do us any good if we're not feeling the stretch. We're not going to pain, just stretch. I want to kick the blocks up and bring them a little more towards my center. I'm hoping that you can see that I'm taking my hips forward because of the block. I'm going to do it again. So this is me kneeling. Here's the block, right? Move this one out of the way. And I'm taking my hips diagonally forward and keeping the knee and the foot stacked. So if you're good in this position and you have a huge stretch on that right hip flexor and quad, good for you. If you can add to it, good for you. We're going to take the arms up. And again, the arms live in front of you. They don't live back here. We're taking your chest up as you take your hips diagonally forward and towards the floor. Now you have to engage your inner thighs because you're going to get wiggly. Push your left big toe into the floor. Find your center. And hands back to the block. We're going to ease out of this. Nice and easy. Going to your left heel, taking your hips back. And you really can't see my back so well. I'm trying to keep my back nice and flat. So this is what I look like rounded, yes? And this is what I look with a tall spine. Abdominals are in. Now, if this is where you can get, fine. If you can sit back, whatever you have, right? And I feel like I'm a little off balance with the mat being so rolled up. I'm not used to it that high. So I'm using the blocks to balance my hips out. And come back forward. Bring the blocks back up. You're utilizing them, coming back to that bent knee and bringing it up and roll up. I'm going to change out my mat. This was just to show modification. Another way you can modify this is just doubling up the mat, making it sweet and simple. So you just have a little extra cushion for that knee. So here we go. Nice and tall, right? Left foot's going to go back first. I want to get set. Now, make sure that you are not on a tightrope because you have to balance, right? my left, well, it'd be your right leg, will go straight back. Right? You can see both my legs. There's never a time you're going to see me on that tightrope because now I have to balance. Okay. So here's your left leg. Up and over. Our little princess in the pea patty, right? And again, I'm going to find the stretch. I want to feel the stretch in that left hip flexor and quad. Go ahead. Hands on the block, drop the knee. Flatten out the left foot. And again, I want to find my flexibility. Move these for just a second. Taking the hips diagonally forward, trying to keep the knee and the foot in alignment. So my calf is parallel to the front wall. I'm sending my hips forward and down towards the floor, keeping my chest nice and lifted. And again, if this is where you can get, I'm good with it, really. This is your yoga, your flexibility, your fitness. If you'd like to add some, arms are in front, take a breath, exhale, lift, and look up at the ceiling, and it takes your whole body forward as you're reaching up and back. It's a kneeling lunge, crescent lunge mix, basically. And it's wonderful to open up those hip flexors. And bring it back. And again, we're hinging back at the hips, flexing the right foot. So you start feeling the back of your right leg, your hamstrings, and your calf. Now again, depending on your flexibility, if this is what you can do, great. You notice I'm trying to keep that flat back. I'm not rounded. You have to keep your chest pushing forward. I'm going to go ahead and slide on back so I can keep increasing my flexibility, right? And flexing that right foot. You're going to feel your quad. You're going to feel the top of your left foot. Stretching your shin. You're going to feel the back of your right leg. Big stretch. Trying to clear your mind if I can't. And again, rock forward. Much easier to get out of it. Curl the left toes under, come up, gather your feet, hang out for just a second, and roll up nice and easy. Shoulders back and down, shake it out for just a second. So we've done a lot of hip flexors into your glutes, into your quads, your hamstrings, all the good fun stuff. I would like to go one more time, side, side. And fix the mat. Take a breath up. Exhale over. And again, the high bar, push the left side high. Up. Inhale up. And exhale over. Inhale up. And exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. And again, I'm really trying to reach. Inhale up, we're going to hold on the right side. And again, push the left side really high. Shoulders are back and down. Make sure your head's back, all the good fun stuff. You should start feeling a little bit more across the rib cage. You should be able to get over a little bit more, pressing up. And all the way up and over. And again, we're pushing up to do our side bend. So again, your whole right side of your rib cage is really opening up and come up. Palms are towards towards each other. Thumbs are towards the back. And we're just going to reach back. So from the side, this is what you get. And again, I'm lifting through my chest. Notice my head is not back here. You cannot breathe with your head dropped back. Opening up the front of your body. Can you drop your arms open a little bit more? Reach for the back of the room. Shoulder blades are coming together. Arms are pretty much parallel to the floor. And we're just going to keep dropping, keep dropping, keep dropping, keep dropping. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Roll the shoulders. Come up nice and tall. Roll down the legs. All the way down. Bend your knees. Hands to the floor. Step back, right, left. Knees to the side and have a seat. All the way around. Again, you can either use the mat or you can use a block. Totally up to you. I'm going to use the mat this time. I want both feet off the floor. So I have the mat sitting right behind my ankles. And I'm getting myself comfortable. And again, I don't want my feet next to each other. I want them parallel and straight out from my hips. So when I look down, my toes, my ankles, my knees, hips, and shoulders are all in alignment. Take your chest to the ceiling. Pull your abdominals up and in. Go ahead, take your arms up. Drop your shoulder blades into your back and hold. You should feel some muscles working. Keep your chest lifted. We're going to take this nice bow here. Release the back. Stretch. So when we're sitting in those chairs, we start slumping and our back gets tired because it's working really hard to maintain all this heaviness. We're wanting it to totally relax and stretch at this point in time. And roll up, nice and tall through the spine. Flex your feet, arms up, and hold. We're going to take a bow over our right leg. So I want you to relax your feet. And just ragdoll towards your right leg. And hold. And roll up, nice and tall through the spine, through the head. Inhale up. And exhale, ragdoll over the left leg, all the way down. Nice, easy breathing. And roll up. Inhale up. We're going straight down the middle this time. Exhale. Reach, 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 reach. Hold. Nice, easy breathing. Release the hips. And again, slide your hands up your legs. And nice and slow motion. We're going to move the mat. Inhale up, flex your feet. Nice and tall, hold. Abdominals are pulled up and in. And again, we're going to go over the right leg first. So reach up, keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. Hold, 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 and hang out here. So it feels like I'm trying to jump up and over. and reach. So I'm feeling my back totally open up. I can feel down into my triceps besides the back of my right leg, and roll up. And again, all the way up with a breath. And exhale to the left leg. Easy breathing. Again, pull everything up and in. I know it's hard with this shirt. It looks like everything's hanging out. I promise. I'm pulling up. Keeping your sit bones flat on the floor. And nice and easy. Inhale up. Exhale straight down the center. And hold. And release. So we're going to bend the knees and make a diamond shape with our legs. My heels are touching, my toes are turned out. And you notice my legs are still long. I like to call them frog legs because that's what they remind me of. Up nice and tall, palms are towards the ceiling. I want to scoop my hands underneath my legs, and now I'm going to army crawl basically, and around my spine. I actually hold on to the bottom of my feet because it feels comfortable, and I get a little bit more range of motion that way. So you can be very passive with this and just drop forward. Or you can drive your elbows towards the floor. Feel your lower back. Allow it to stretch. And roll up, release. Bring the knees in. Now we're going to roll down. So I want you to concentrate on the back of your legs. I want you to put your heels into the floor and pull. I don't know if you can see that. I'm engaging, right? So I'm pulling my heels towards my glutes. I'm going to round my spine and roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down, all the way. Release the legs to the floor. Allow your back to recover for just a moment. It should feel good. Place your left knee on the floor. Arms are off to the side, palms are down. My shoulders are down into the floor. My shoulder blades are kind of pinching the floor. Take that left leg across the right and release the hip. Nice and easy. I'm just going to let my leg go. Wherever it falls off to, I'm good with. This is very much a passive stretch. Releasing the hips, the IT band, the lower back, and you should be able to feel a little bit of stretch up into your left pectoralis muscle. Close your eyes for just a moment. Take a breath. Exhale, release your body into the floor. Relax your face. Allow it to stretch and recover. We're going to help our left leg up by grabbing our right hand with it and just pushing it over, setting it back on the floor, extending out. Bring that right leg in, and again, get your body comfortable on the floor. Sometimes things get a little messy underneath, so we have to adjust, right? So again, knee comes up, and we're going to keep everything solid upstairs and take it over. And again, I'm just going to let my right leg totally relax. My job is to keep my shoulders pinned to the floor. So what I feel is my right IT band, your iliotibia band, the outside of your hip into the lower back, and keeping that right shoulder on the mat helps start stretching into your chest muscle. And you notice that I'm turning towards my right, so I get that full rotation. And again, close your eyes, take a breath. Exhale and just relax into the stretch. Let everything go. Using your right hand, push that left leg back over and place the foot on the floor. Extend out. Allow your back to release. Left leg comes up, foot on the floor. Right leg comes up, foot on the floor. Adjust your back. And again, get comfortable. Bring your knee, one knee in and then the other knee in. Now, you notice I'm not trying to shove my knees to my chest. There's something about breathing I like, and shoving my knees to my chest cuts that off. If you clip the back of your legs, shoulders are back and down, and just rock side to side. Having your knees a little apart so you have a place for your body. It's a little more comfortable. I think about lifting my tailbone off the floor versus cramming everything in. Because this doesn't look comfortable at all. Doesn't feel comfortable. But thinking about lifting my tailbone and keeping my hands hooked allows my back to stretch because my abdominals are doing the work. My biceps are doing the work. And roll right back down, one foot at a time. Extend.